Hello, welcome to another video. Today I have a little bit of a treat. I got a new toy to play with. It's a Extron VTG 300R, and it's just what it says it is. Video and audio test generator. Just got this in the mail, and I don't know if you can hear that. Sounds to me like something's not attached in there, so before I power it up, I was gonna open it and just see what popped off or what's broken in there, or see if there's anything that needs to be retightened down, and we'll go from there. So what's great about this thing is everything that it does is right here on the front. So this thing makes audio and it makes video. It makes a few different patterns of video, and it has a couple different settings here, so you can do, HD or just regular video or PC output. So it has a whole bunch of different options there, and then it's got a bunch of different audio outputs too. So pink noise, white noise, sine wave, square wave. I have no idea what polarity means, but I'm sure it does something. Sweep. So let's get it opened up, see what this rattling noise is, and see what's going on. So this is the device right here. It's a VTG 300R, and as you can see, it's a handheld, rechargeable, battery-powered video and audio test generator. If we scroll down here, we can see some of the various video formats it supports. And we can see down here, it does actually do 1080p video output, so it's still mildly relevant for doing some testing or just doing some test patterns for any kind of events and things like that. And the things that I really cared about were these audio specifications here, and the fact that it can do a bunch of different kinds of audio outputs in a simple, compact package, repeatable. Those are pretty important things. And up here, the THD, I actually measured 0.05%, so it's quite good, and it's very flat, and it's got good accuracy. So this would be gain accuracy, so going from -2, +2, so on and so forth. For a relatively inexpensive product that you can get now, it's definitely worth it. For the over $1,000 it cost new a few years ago, maybe not so much. All right, so I got the unit opened up, and looks like we got a bodge capacitor with a couple pieces of heat shrink on it, and a little tiny resistor, surface mount resistor. It's not going to focus. So I got a little tiny surface mount resistor and a little tantalum capacitor. This system's kind of modular, and it looks like it was kind of hacked together as an afterthought. There's a battery pack that goes in the bottom here. It has a disconnect here for the audio output, balanced audio output. And then it's got a connector here, which is for the charging. And it looks like that was just kind of hacked on there a little bit. And there's a bodge wire on here, botched on capacitor over here. There's quite a few places on this board where they've done a little bit of modification, but it looks like, if you look right here, there's been a little bit of modification work done. And as far as I can tell, this component came off from here. And I did go ahead and test with a multimeter and found that the positive side would be over here. So this capacitor would actually go in this way, well, with the resistor. So this should be in there like so. And they didn't glue this down at all, so it's not really a surprise that this extra weight of this component pulled this resistor off the board. The battery wouldn't turn on when I got it, but that's no surprise because this is a fairly old battery. It's 4.8 volt, 4 amp hour nickel metal hydride style battery, not lithium ion. But I did actually take this off and hook it up to a charger real quick, and it did actually take some charge. So I think that maybe this component here and some of these bodge wires are some of the reason why this may have not charged correctly. So we're gonna put this all back together, put this back in place, and see if this battery takes some charge or if it shows fault, which it will with this little LED on the side here. All right, there it is, reattached. My prettiest work, but it should work. So, well, first things first, let's plug in the main power here and just see if anything blows up or breaks. It's okay so far. Let's power it up. Power's on okay. Using about 5 watts. Horrible power factor. Old power brick. It's also been modified for sure. So we can go through some of these different functions. See, sine wave. Got the different kinds of video outputs as well. All right, got it all put back together. It's running on the battery right now, so let's turn it on. And it looks like it booted right up. So it looks like right now we're just putting out video, no audio. So we can turn on some audio. So 1 kilohertz sine wave. We can adjust the level. It's a reference to dBu, which is convenient. And we can change the frequency and go through. I got it at 1 kilohertz right now. Got square wave, polarity. Not exactly sure what that is. Sweep, so this is going whoop. Pink noise and white noise. So this is a really useful tool for just for the audio features, just to have quick access to these functions in the field, and also have many different kinds of outputs. So you have an RCA, an XLR, and a 1/8 inch jack. It means you can plug this into basically anything and test relatively quickly in the field. On the top side, we get a VGA connector, which is also a component. We get S-video port and a composite, which is on a BNC type jack. So this can connect to lots of different things. You need some kind of adapter if you wanted to connect this to anything kind of pro level. So if you wanted to connect to 3G SDI or something like that, for example, you'd need an adapter. Power in. All looks like it's working pretty good. It's got a charge status light here. I don't see anything on there. Let's plug it in. See if anything explodes. Ooh, it's buzzing. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Maybe we can hear that. It's got a little buzz. It's drawing about 15 watts. Here's the power brick that came with this thing. Nothing too fancy. It is the proper branded power supply. It is rated for 24 watts, so it's not maxing this out by any means. But it's definitely it's light solid yellow. That's a good thing. Let's try powering it off. See if that power consumption changes. Dropped to about 11 watts, so you know, with the efficiency of this power supply, it's probably putting in 8 or 10 watts into that battery right now, which is pretty aggressive, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna let it sit here and charge, and I think this is a great instrument. I'm gonna be using it in some upcoming videos. So I think this is a good purchase all around, and looks like it's good to go. I have actually tested the audio outputs, and they are working. I don't really care about the video outputs, but they're there for some future need, maybe. Need to clean it up a little bit. It's a little bit dusty. So yeah, I picked this up on eBay. Some random person out there may see this video and be like, wow, that's my unit. You know, with the modifications and everything that happened here, which are very well done, by the way. They may recognize this thing at some point. Recognize the buzz of it charging. So yeah, cool. So that's it. It's just a really quick little video, just looking at this thing and getting it fixed for that part that popped off the board. And yeah, battery works. Everything seems to be good on this thing. So awesome. Good little find. Wasn't very expensive. Just wish it didn't buzz. Well, so there it is. Yellow light. I'm going to leave it charging. See if it catches on fire. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.